that would
difference
consider
when
a burning
like
bridge is Michaela because she is survivor strong. Michaela is 10 toes down. Michaela
10 toes down.
is focused on the one. Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. We are back with a brand new episode of the Challenge USA Season 2. This is episode 7. We are now on the once a week episode schedule. So let's get into it.
So when we get back into the house, everyone is excited that Wes is back. He and Cassidy decide to do a ceasefire, and then Cassidy basically looks like, I don't really trust Wes. But then he gives a speech in front of the house, and essentially says that I just want to play a fair game. Like, I feel like y'all haven't gave me a chance to really play the game because y'all have this bias, or y'all think that I'm playing this manipulation game, and I'm not. I just want a fair game. And then, who was it? I think it was like Monty or somebody was like, I don't, it's going to be people in the house that, yeah, it was Fessy.
Corey and Alyssa had confessionals about it. And
yeah. Because Fessy was like, I don't believe anything that Wes said, but somehow, some way, these people in the house is going to believe what he's pitching out. And then we see that Alyssa and Corey both decided to think, or they both agreed that Wes is
Wes is being
a new man.
He is being so sensitive. I don't care. I would, you know what? I'm telling you, I would fall for it. If it's like an act, if I was in the house, I would definitely fall for it. Because I just really like Wes. And then but people always mention like Wes playing the game and like he's doing this. Wes, okay, if you want to be like he's playing the game more, he's like putting up a facade when he's saying I want to play a fair game. If we being honest, Wes, since beginning of the show, like back when he was even younger, he has never been able to play a fair game because people have always been against him. Even when he was younger, no, he has always had to
Some
do
of them situations Wes created for himself.
Okay, but I'm saying like when back in the day when he was doing like, if you want to call manipulation tactics, things like that, it's because these people hate me, so I gotta trick them into playing my game.
I feel like there's a level of sincerity and genuineness in his whole speech and his gameplay, but at the same time, I do feel that it's a little performative. It might just be me. Maybe I just don't buy it. Like, I would be the person in the house like, Dalmatian not gonna change the spots. Like,
but what is there to change? He ain't done nothing. He never do nothing, I don't think.
We do get the scene of Michaela and Wes discussing, basically, he says that she gives him like this poor treatment, she gives him this attitude, because essentially Michaela asks, was Wes going to move down to what they are calling the dungeon, which is, I think, Bananas, Tori, and some other challenge vets and blue team members. And she was just like, yeah, I don't treat you bad at all. It's just, it is what it is. And I mean, I agree with her. Like, just because I don't talk to you or I'm not particularly fond of you, I don't think Michaela, I don't see, like, they was on the team together, so they was cordial, but I don't have to like you just to be in this house. Like, I don't have to speak to you because I'm grown. Like,
okay. Yeah, I agree with I see it from both sides. Wes coming to you and you are not like giving him anything back, but also like you're not here to play for me, Wes. So like I'm not here to like be
dusty.
Yeah, to be up under you to make you feel good. So I see it from both sides of why he might feel like he's like she's not receptive to him, but I also see it from her. You did what you did, blah, blah, blah. But he didn't do anything. He changed, and with that instance, I'm all the way on that side because him changing teams is exactly what he should have did. Green team, they were never trying to save him. It's about to be a boys that they're gonna put me in, and you don't like try to help me. So it's fine if you don't, but I'm gonna leave this team. So yeah. I don't feel he was wrong with that at all. He should have left.
Yeah, I do agree. He should. Well, yeah, I do think
his team was not going to fight for him. Like,
so it wasn't that they wasn't fighting for him. I do think they I do think she was an asset to that team. I don't think they actively like went out to like, oh, and we're got an expendable member is West. I don't think it was one of those. It just
I think it
with
was.
the game that they were playing, he just wasn't. It's kind of like the Corey situation. Corey just isn't really involved in like the team moves. Like West isn't like he won't benefit us, but he won't like deter or
But he
distract
will
from
benefit
anything.
them, and they have said that he will benefit them.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say
Yeah,
like benefit as in like he's not bringing up into the team. More so of like in my personal game, it doesn't benefit to keep West long term. So let's get into the daily challenge, which is called Wreck and Roll. Essentially, two players start inside of a giant sphere, and once basically they have to knock down all their team colored columns throughout the course. And on top of each pillar are tires with letters on them. Once they collect all the tires, they will have to complete a puzzle that will spell out a whole bunch of words horizontally and vertically.
yeah, 5 words across, 5 words down.
Yeah. Um uh Basically it was an even playing field. So Chanel and Corey went in for the red team. Also, for some reason, Chanel is giving me Cheyenne vibes. Like the way she looked, her always being like partner with Corey. Like anytime they're doing a confessional, they're like right next to each other, or like even in
I think
this
she does
instance,
kind of remind me of Cheyenne, and her name is Chanel. I think that also helps to in your brain
yeah.
connect.
I don't know if they wanted like I
They
don't
did
know
not.
what
That's a
they
coincidence. Why you even?
But on the green team, we have Alyssa S. and Monty. And then on the blue team, we have Tori and Fessy doing the smashing, and everybody else is gathering the puzzle pieces. And red team is the only team who did like I wouldn't say the worst, but it was like pretty much third place. Blue team, of course, was doing better because
They
they
have a bunch
had
of
more
people.
people picking up
They have more
pieces.
people to be able to pick up them tires and bring them over. While the green team, you already got 2 of our members inside the ball, so that means we
Yeah,
only
we
got
only got
3 members
three
to
because I
go and
think
pick
green
stuff
and
up.
red is 5-5 at this point. So they only had three people gathering, and the red team really only had two because Tiffany wasn't really doing her best in the challenge. So we get to the spelling part. The green team decided to basically get all their tires in one spot and then kind of push it over together. The red team kind of was just kind of being the red team and just kind of flying by the seat of their pants. And the blue team, as Johnny described it, became one mind, one sound, and was able to like put their brains
Yes.
put their
Yeah.
brains together and solve it.
Yeah, I
And
think
I still
definitely.
feel like it's unfair to have more people in these games
Yeah,
because
no, I agree. They need to be able to have people sit out every game where you see 5 people is left on the green team, then the green team, then the blue team needs to sit out the amount to make it even, then the red team needs to sit out the amount to make it even. I've never seen a game played like that before. I've never seen that really. You have to make it even,
even
otherwise, how
usually,
do they have a chance?
yeah, even usually in the past season, they would sit two people out or be like, okay, Green, since you have like two less players, you'll have to do like two less columns, something like that. Or like figure out some way to like make up the difference or make it like an even playing field. So yeah, I don't know why this season they adamant
No,
on having 15 people playing against two.
I feel like the challenge does do this unfair thing a lot. I mean, maybe in some seasons they have tried to even it out, but usually I think it's always
Yeah, I think more
unfair.
now, yeah, they
The
don't do
team,
the sitting out, but
yeah, when
like
they
I
be
said
like
in
this
the
person has
past,
to
I
go
think they did.
twice or something like that. It's
Yeah.
I don't agree with that. They need to make it even, whatever the game is, for sure.
Yeah. Um, so I mean, like we said, it wasn't really nothing to this. It was pretty cut and dry. Blue team won. Green team wanted to win. I felt like green team had a good chance of winning based off where they was, where the blue team won. But they just didn't cut it essentially. Let's get into these nominations. Because I don't understand what was going on, and I don't understand how you're in an alliance and you're not really helping out or looking out for your alliance. So basically, Josh pitches to Fessy that he essentially want to target Survivor, of course, and then put Chanel and Michaela against each other, which would break up the Survivor alliance. And so basically, when the blue team discussed the nomination, the vets essentially take the control, talk to Tyler and Monty, and kind of start getting this plan together with the rest of the house and everything. But what I don't understand is, one, why y'all going to get Chanel when she's like on your team? And then like there's enough, like you could have chose Michelle or something. And then it's like, yeah. And
Yeah, I
then
think
it's just like, go ahead.
I was about to say, and then Tiffany was also in on those discussions too, even though
Yeah,
she's
that's what I'm gonna say.
with all the
Like,
Survivor
how you
girls.
part of her alliance? You're in the conversations, but you don't talk to your alliance members and be like, "All right, this is what they're planning. How can we spin it to make sure that you're good and get the numbers? Even if it's the secret vote, even if Michaela was nominated, y'all still can turn the secret vote against them and throw in Josh or whatever the case may be." That's what I would have did.
Let it be a boy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Because you
agree.
have Tiffany, you got Desi, you got Cassidy, you have Alyssa, you have Michaela.
You don't have Cassidy. Cassidy
Because
is
she can't vote, right? You have Tiffany, Michaela, Desi, and
yeah.
I'm pretty sure they could have got like Fessy because
And I
Fessy
don't
don't really
understand
like.
the rookie boys. What are they doing?
Yeah,
Where's the
yeah.
Monty?
Tyler
They
and
not.
Monty on your team,
Yeah, I
like
don't understand. When they have these talks, it's usually just the rookie girls, and I'm
yeah.
like, let's loop in Tyler and Monty.
Does it
Like,
seem
let
like
the
it's
boys
working
never be a
together for
part
the
of
most
it.
part?
It seemed like they be kind of ready to vote with them, but we don't never see no discussions. Somebody tell
Yeah.
them ahead of time, or it just work out that way. And then when
Yeah.
Tiffany was sitting in the talk, she's like, I want to be able to. I am working with the Survivor girls, but I can only do so much or whatever. I be thinking,
And
ain't
when she said that, I instantly thought about what we talked about last week. How you was like, Tiffany is playing a smart game, and I was like, she's the first. Like, Tiffany is not playing a smart game. Like, you're
well,
ruining
I
it.
think yeah, I think she is smart. I don't know how well the game is right at this point. Just because I don't know. I just think if they stick together more, they will be able to do more. But I think you just don't know how the game is gonna go, and you get
Yeah.
nervous, so you just go with some of these offers that's coming at you. But sometimes you gotta hold 10 toes down, like, and do crazy things. Like, no matter what, I'm going to do like you, because you have people from back, like the OGs. And I don't know if they consider OGs. Let's call them OGs. The vets from the main season, you got Ashley and Amanda who never vote for each other, that type of stuff. Or you have I don't even know who else, Nelson and Corey.
Nelson Corey,
Yeah, Nelson and Corey, people that'll never vote. So these people, they gonna come to you with an offer and they always gonna refuse. Well, I can't say that about nobody right now. I can't say that about none of these people, but again, because these people have been playing together. Those people have been playing together for years. So I will say maybe in future seasons we'll see things like that where people like, don't even talk to me about this. That's my girl. But right now it's like, give me your best shot. Maybe I'll flip.
So the blue nomination vote is where I really want to push to get something going on. So essentially, Wes, thank you for welcoming me. I'm so happy to be here. So let's vote for Michaela. And
He
literally,
didn't say that. He did not say that. That's not what happened. The first person to vote was Johnny. Johnny
I
voted.
know he didn't say that, but I'm just
So don't try to
saying
cover it.
that's
Johnny voted first.
essentially
Johnny
what he
said this person has
said.
said my name before, so I'm gonna say the name too. So he said Michaela, and who was the guy?
Tyler. So
Oh,
Banana
Tyler
said
was gonna say
Michaela,
Paul.
Tyler. Cassidy was like, I don't feel comfortable saying Michaela because she's Survivor, so I'm gonna say Tiffany, Tyler. Alyssa and Monty was voted by Desi voted for Alyssa and Monty. Fessy voted Michaela, Tyler. And then Tiffany Tyler was voted by Sebastian. Tori did Michaela Tyler, and then Wes did Michaela and Chris. So with that being said, it was 4 votes for Michaela, 4 out of 7. Desi, Cassidy, y'all in there, y'all know what's up. Y'all hear them saying this, and then y'all are like, okay, we're gonna let Michaela go in.
They do at that point. They was outnumbered.
They were outnumbered in the vote, but I'm saying y'all should have talked. Y'all, so Desi and Cassidy told Chanel what was going on. They should have looped in Michaela. That's when they should have started formulating and turned the vote against Michaela and make it a guy's day. All they had to really do.
You mean after the vote?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because all they had to do was just get a couple of, like, if all 4 of them went on Josh, it would have evened out the odds for Josh going in, because he would have had 4 balls in the hopper or something in a case like that. So if Michaela, Cassidy, Desi, Tiffany, Cassidy can't vote. Desi can't vote, never mind. So it was really.
But Michaela could have told her girl, she could have told Chanel. She could have told Tiffany. Yeah, I think
she could have looped in Monty and Tyler. I mean, Monty and Tyler probably wouldn't have went for it because it was a bit of guys, but they could have been like, it's Josh. His elimination record is literally 0-7. Like, so yeah, I just feel like they could have turned the tide if they would have just, like, even Michelle possibly, like, even though they don't trust her. So speaking of, after the nomination, again, Michaela carried, and she's like, Josh, this is all your fault anyway. And she's like, basically, the whole house is protecting you. And I'm tired of it because
you so scared. Yeah. Basically said you so scared to go in that you're gonna make that y'all so worried about. Yes, she's like, y'all worried about these girls. Y'all need to worry about these guys you will be running against, the guys you're gonna be going against. And so y'all want it to be a girls' day so bad because you're scared to go in, which is the truth. It's the truth. But he's like, why do you think it's me? Because I know you, and I'm like,
she's not stupid. She played the game with you. She was in the house with you. Like, she knows how you operate.
Like, why do you mean? Why do you think it's me? It's definitely you, and it's a correct assumption because it was you.
We see Desi and Chanel basically talking, and they kind of piece together, like, okay, so now everybody on the blue team is basically protecting Michelle and Josh, and that these are 2 people, as we know, who have been on the challenge before, and it's very suspicious that Michelle Name hasn't been on this board when she's also Survivor as well. And they want to pit 2 Survivor girls against each other. Why wasn't Michelle in the conversation? So
her name in there.
Yeah. So and then Michelle basically comes in and was like, guys, was our name brought up? Like, you know your name wasn't brought up. So
she said, girl, you know your name wasn't brought up.
And then we see a confessional where she was like, yeah, I played all sides. I am trying to be Survivor strong, but I can't protect everybody. And this is why Michelle never makes it far in the game, because, baby girl, you don't know how to play.
I think she know how to play somewhat.
She makes every wrong turn. Because I bet you this bite her in that.
Yeah, I think
this is gonna bite her in the ass.
I just think one of these seasons you just got to hold strong to your people and don't switch. You know, right now it's just kind of like I want to play all sides, but sometimes you just got to play that one side and then go toe to toe. But I understand. I understand her position, and I like this season that she is kind of ingratiated. It's kind of like what I wished for Kellyanne.
So we get to the votes. So basically, Tiffany has 2 votes. Monty has 1. Alyssa S has 1. Josh has 1. Corey has 1. Chanel has 4. Let me see who Desi voted. So Chanel voted for Josh. Chris voted for Alyssa S. Corey voted for Tiffany. Josh voted for Chanel. Monty. Michaela voted for Monty, which was a burn. Like, you should have voted for Josh. That would have put another name for Josh on there. Michelle voted for Tiffany. Again, can't trust Michelle. Monty voted for Chanel. Tyler voted for Chanel. Tiffany voted for Corey. Again, vote for Josh. That would have been 3 for Josh.
Yeah, they
instead
need to
of
do more. They spreading out the boys to different boys. Put it all on one boy. It don't
exactly.
matter.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it don't matter if you put a whole bunch of different boys in there. Put one boy in there.
Yeah.
And keep all
So
your
if
boys
they
on
would
one
have
boy.
voted for Josh, he would have had 3 names. So it would have been Tiffany with 2, Alyssa S with 1, Josh with 3, and Chanel with 4. Like that's how you play. Like, wait, like do the math. Like all y'all needed was to confirm us 3. We had to vote for Josh, and then instantly, Josh got 3 names in there. Most likely, it could have been him. Like, so yeah. But at the end of the day, TJ pulls the name out of the hopper, and it's Michaela versus Tiffany. And Michaela come out. She's like, "Oh, it's basketball." TJ was like, "You play? I can try."
She's
And
like, I can try. Like, nah,
when
I can
I
try.
say blowout,
Yeah.
blowout. But let's get into what the game is. So the game is called Top Heavy, where players are strapped to the top of a large beam. They must shift their weight back and forth, basically gaining momentum to grab a ball from one end and then move it over to the other end where they will have to shoot it to a basket. And the person who gets 10 baskets wins. And like I said, it was officially a blowout.
Yeah.
Michaela got 10-1.
I
So I
thought the
mean,
I thought the confessionals was trying to fake us out because everybody was like, yeah, like basically everybody was like kind of like, poor Tiffany, she
try to
tried.
do another Western
Like,
Dusty where
I want,
Tiffany come
yeah.
back out the
Everybody's like, Tiffany's trying. Good luck, Tiffany, all this stuff. Because I was like, oh, maybe Tiffany might win just because maybe they're trying to divert us because they making it obvious that Michaela is gonna win. So I was like, it's the editing, Tiffany gonna win. But no, then when it comes down to it, Tiffany, I think she scored 1. I think she was able to score 1.
Yeah, she scored 1.
Yeah.
And
And then
I felt like a grade schooler going against LeBron James, but I got my 1 and I was like, I got 1, are you bitch?
I'm sorry, I love Tiffany. She's super funny. Like this is
Yeah, she's a professional queen.
she is
She does make. I do want to backtrack a little bit. So we do see a scene of Tiffany talking to Cassidy and Chanel, where I think basically it felt like she wanted to quit. So I think that kind of played into. I don't want to say she gave up, but I think it kind of played into like the elimination. But she essentially was like, "I'm not doing good on my team. I'm struggling in these challenges. I'm not doing good, not necessarily good mentally, but she's getting it's an emotional tax on her. She's just like, I don't think I'm doing good in this house, and I don't think I'm doing good at this game. And yeah, she
girl.
felt defeated.
We have challenge vets who are not great physical players, and they,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, and they are like they're very important to the challenge. They make it to finals every time.
Look at Nani.
Yeah, and so that's what I'm saying. Like it's people that like the physical part is not their forte, but they still come back every season and they compete. So I think right now is because it's a team challenge. But if you do years of individual challenges where you still can play the game and you only responsible for yourself going down, I don't think you will feel as like as heavy as you. But if you got on a team, I think it can make it feel like more dire because you feel like you're making the team lose. But if it's just you and you lose, but you still don't get out, then it's like it's like the game is the game is the game.
We get to the defection, and basically Michaela's like, I have decisions to make, and TJ
Was
instantly hit her
ready
with
to get over to that blue team. He was like, I'm out
TJ was.
of here.
I knew something was up when they already gave the confessional of what she was gonna do.
Yeah.
She was like, "Oh, I'm taking Tori's spot and I'm going to the blue team." And then she's like, "Oh, I got decisions to make." And I was like, "But you already told us what you're about to do." So, and then TJ hit her with the, "You're not going nowhere. Go rejoin your team," which I don't know why he did that. And then went on to say, "Okay, you guys, it's every man for themselves." So moving forward is an individual game. I'm not mad at that, but I just don't know the whole why rejoin your team where he could have just been like, everybody for themselves. There is no more teams.
Yeah, there is no team. Why make her go to? Yeah, I'm happy for individual game. I love individual games. I think they're great.
But is it even?
Even what, like men and women, even?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. It must be. Maybe they was
Alyssa,
waiting for the right
Cassidy,
amount. They probably was
Mel,
right waiting for the amount to be even before
Desi,
they did it.
Kayla, Michelle, Tori. So it's 7 girls: Bananas, Chris, Corey, Fessy, Josh, Monty, Sebastian, Tyler,
Well,
Wes. It's 9 guys.
yeah. So how they gonna decide who's the
Exactly.
how they
So
gonna
we would have
decide
like
who's going to
3.
eliminations?
Yeah,
Who's
it's
the
about to be like, it would have to be like 3 men's days. Like y'all, like if they like, oh, before backtrack a little bit even more before we even get into like the individual game. When Tiffany got down to the arena, she let them know that everybody was playing a scary game and that they want these women out. But at the end of the day, even Michaela said earlier, y'all not going against the women, y'all going against these men, and y'all being pussy and call them out. Like, get down here and take them out. Because at the end of the day, they will take you out. And I was like, you better, Tiffany. And then we do see Josh try to, I don't even know what he was trying to do,
I
but
don't
he's
even
basically
know
like,
because like if you felt that, if that hit you, that's because it was for you. Like, like I didn't write nobody's name on it, but you caught it. So I
yeah,
love Tiffany. She'll be missed from the game until whatever season she comes back.
yeah, I will miss her. Like I said, she was good for the confessionals, but yeah, that pretty much sums up the episode. Another thing that I do want to mention before we wrap it up, even though it wasn't too important, we do see that Tyler and Alyssa S are canoodling and kissing. And when they went to the bar, they had this whole like elaborate scheme to get them to like kiss and everything. And I was like,
That was,
this very much old challenge, which I do
yeah.
appreciate. But yeah, like I said, I just wish they do
That was
more
cute.
of
It's
this.
so funny because Johnny and Wes are so like they not old, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They like
But like
older
Alyssa
now.
said,
So it's more
they're their
like,
drunk uncles. Or what she
yeah,
called
so they
them?
older
Something
now.
uncles, yeah.
Yes, they older now, so it's more like being a like it's funny, it's more funny because they're bystanders watching the kids do all this stuff as opposed
Yeah.
to them doing it themselves. And it just add a whole new element to it. But yeah, that was cute. That was a cute little moment.
But yeah, that was
The episode.
everything. That was the episode.
But
So
yeah.
let us know your thoughts and opinions. Drop it down below. Take us out.
Yeah, so next week they'll all be individuals, so we will see what happens then. But please leave a like and subscribe. Please leave a comment down below. Let us know what you thought, and we will see you on our next one. Peace.